I'm watching my form in that cartoon.
How are you
It's not
doing?
bad. No, I think I'm looking pretty good. It is time for our PTL Summer Shape Up Checkup. We are trying to learn what we're doing right and maybe what we're not doing right as we learn to eat more healthfully, and we invite you to get involved with this as well.
And coaching us through this is Jackie Hale, a certified sports nutrition specialist. Jackie, it's our week 3 checkup already. I cannot believe this.
Week 3, you are doing great.
Well, David in particular, did you hear about his weight loss?
Yes, because he sent me his information. So David lost 3.5 pounds and 3 inches.
Well, actually, this morning I stepped on the scale, and now I'm down 7.5 pounds. I'm afraid that this is a fluke, though, Jackie. I'm afraid that like tomorrow I'm going to go back up. But what is amazing to me is I was telling Heather this, I'm eating more during the day. I'm just eating better things that I pack and bring from home.
Yeah. Yes. So no, that part is not a fluke. And initially with weight loss, there is water weight that is lost. That is completely normal. Everyone happens that way. But what happens is over time, once you begin to eat smaller meals throughout the day, every 3 hours, your body begins to move a little bit better and your metabolism actually speeds up. So no fluke at all.
I love this, Jackie. I just want to hug her.
I know. Well, and it's
I know, virtual hug, Jackie.
So, Jackie, you asked us all a very important question, and if you're watching this at home and doing the PTL Summer Shape Up, answer this question for yourself, too. You asked us to tell you one thing that we struggled with and one thing that worked well.
Yes. Yes.
So did you have something, David?
You know, the thing that I struggled with, and I told Jackie this, was the planning of the meals. Like, you've done such a great job at this, but like, you know, sort of by Wednesday, I'm kind of like, what are we doing tonight? What's happening now? What do I pack in the lunch? And I think, so that's a challenge that I just need to overcome, Jackie.
Okay. And so a quick tip with that really is most people start with creating a grocery list and going to the store and just shopping and then coming home, emptying the bags and figuring out what to make with all of the things they purchased. I like to work in the reverse. I go from the recipe first. So what are the recipes I want to make this week? And how can I look through some great recipes and adapt them and then make my grocery list off of that? So one quick tip I gave Heather is there's this amazing app. It's called Cozy. It's a family organization app. But the really neat part about it is it has a recipe bank with great recipes, and you can add them and, of course, modify them to make them healthier. But then it automatically adds the ingredients to your shopping list that's in Cozy.
Well,
Yes.
and I think that that's key because we are all so busy. So to simplify things as much as possible, one of the things that Jackie told me in trying to do the 3 hours of eating, she wants us to eat about an hour after we wake up. The thing that I struggled with was I am busy as soon as I get to work. So eating that hour after, I'm off and running by then. And so I was very cognizant of the fact that I was not yet eating breakfast. And yet I still did not eat it a few days last week.
And that's helpful because I struggled with that. In my years when I was a middle school principal, once I got to the office, it was off and running. There was no stopping. It may not have been until, you know, the first lunch for 6th graders that I would have a chance to get that breakfast. But I found that if I had that breakfast before I got to work, then I was fine and I would never get beyond those hours. And, you know, it's 6 hours before I ate breakfast. But so you all did really well. I know, Heather, one of the things that you wanted some help with is, hey, here's this family tradition around, you know, we might have Friday night pizza. For someone who really is just kind of looking at how do I maintain and make sure my health is, you know, aligned and not necessarily trying to lose weight. That once a week family meal, that's a tradition, that's fine. What you do to sort of manage that and make sure is that that one thing, that's it. Now, you know, we can't have the burgers and the fries Saturday and then something else Sunday. And
keep piling on. Right.
It catches up with you.
That one thing. And that one thing won't break you if the rest of your week is really healthy. It won't.
Yeah.
All right, now, Jackie, I know you wanted to talk about nutrition labels, and we're sort of running out of time. So maybe we can save that for next week. And also, you want to talk to us about healthful snacks because it makes a big difference what we choose.
Yes. So next week, I've actually combined for the nutrition labels on snacks so that you can sort of learn, is my snack giving me enough balanced energy to sustain me? And so we'll talk about nuts. We'll talk about sugar-free pudding and things like that that people usually default to for healthy snacks.
Because you think it's healthy. Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
And
All
they
right.
are healthy, but is it enough?
Is it enough to hold you over?
Oh, what a good
Right.
tease. She
I
teased us for
know.
next week. All right. Well, thank you so much, Jackie. We look forward to talking to you next week.
All right. Take care and good luck this week.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Jackie. Thanks for being with us through all of this.
Yes, a big thank you to Jackie for helping us through this. And if you would like to join us on this journey with Jacqueline Hale, a certified sports nutrition specialist, go to our website, pittsburghtodaylive.com.
Now we have a link so that you can sign up for her Shape Up resources and also have her send a goal setting sheet to any of you who want to follow along with Team PTL. It's been a fun, exciting journey. It's like our go-to topic when we come in the morning.
I know, like, how are you doing?
Yeah.
That's the first thing we
Right.
ask, like, how are you doing? All right.